And joining us now is Bishop Richard Malone of Buffalo, New York. And many people know you from being an auxiliary of Boston and a priest of the Archdiocese of Boston as well. And we're so glad to have you with us.
And I'm glad to be back with you. I'm glad you cover our national bishops' meetings. I have such fond memories of my time in Boston. And part of that memory, of course, is all the opportunities I had to work with Catholic TV, Boston Catholic TV, as we used to call it.
Yeah.
And you always made it a very easy, fun experience to do work with you folks, so it's great.
Oh, we always appreciate you coming in and doing many series with us, and I'm sure a lot of viewers remember those series as well. You were at the Bishops' Conference today presenting a proposal for drafting a statement on pornography, and I wondered if you could talk a little bit about that and,
Sure.
and about this scourge.
Sure, happy to. Yeah. Well, Kevin, that initiative comes from our Committee on Laity, Marriage, Family, and Youth, which I'm just becoming the chair of. But this came from considerations that went back over a year in our committee that's concerned really with the welfare of the laity and of marriage and family and of the kids, the young people, that pornography is really reaching epidemic proportions, not only in our country but around the world. And as it becomes more and more pervasive, it becomes more and more debased, really. And the huge problem with it is that it's spreading like wildfire because of the otherwise wonderful development of all the media, the electronic media, the social media. So it's very, very easy, sadly, for people to get into pornography through the internet or various ways like that. And we know that it easily can become an addiction. Addictions are never good for a human being, whether it's substance abuse or pornography or what it is. Somehow your humanity is reduced when you become captive to an addiction. We know, for example, the impact on families and on marriages. We estimate that 60% of divorces, one of the key elements that led to the divorce was the use of pornography in that marriage. We know that over half of boys and girls, by the time they're 12 years old, have viewed pornographic films. And anybody who thinks for a moment about that knows that's a problem. This is not harmless.
And so you'll be, during the course of the next year, drafting this? And
right. We decided, though, although the bishops of the United States have named this problem, this challenge, in various ways the past few years. For example, in our 2009 statement on marriage, we talk about the danger of pornography to the marriage relationship. And different committees of the conference have referenced it, but we've never actually done a formal statement on the problem of pornography. And we just decided that because it is reaching epidemic proportions, and because really, with all of the accessibility to pornography on the web and everything, which makes it more and more difficult really for parents to oversee what their kids are doing when they're not at home, we just thought that it was time for us to make a formal statement to raise consciousness among the faithful and among anybody who will pay attention to our statement about what this problem is, why it's a problem, what are its consequences, and also, because it's going to be a pastoral document, to offer the Church's means of hope and healing to people, especially through the sacraments, through prayer, through pastoral counseling, and all those sorts of things.
Mm-hmm. And it becomes, just from I've read things where people, because it's a secretive type thing, it becomes some of a private thing that takes away from opening up into a marriage.
Exactly.
It becomes more of a problem.
Well, exactly, Kevin. We know that it can have a very, very deleterious effect on marital trust and intimacy. It's very dangerous.
Well, we thank you so much, Bishop, for being with us. I know you have many busy things going on here during the conference, but thank you for dropping by and letting us know about what's going on with you in Buffalo and Maine as well.
Well, thank you so much for the invitation. I'm a great fan of all that you folks do at Catholic TV, and I'm thrilled that your good work is just spreading. Once upon a time, it was pretty much the Boston area. Now we're all over the place. So
Yeah.
that's one of the good results of the way media has
That's
developed.
right. Yeah.
Thanks a million.
Thank you, Bishop.
You bet.